Do you have a business and struggle with time? Do you sometimes wonder, when you look at your to-do list, how will I ever get everything done? Or maybe you're somebody who's wanted to start a business and you go online and you look at all the lists and steps and checklists and you say, heck, there's no way I could possibly have time to run a business and do the work that it takes to have a business. Well, if that's you, you are in the right place. My name is Darcy Eikenberg. I'm a leadership and business coach, and I am here on behalf of the Women's Foundation of Southwest Florida and our continuing series on business building blocks for women. And I'm so excited that you're here today to talk about one of my favorite subjects, time. Time is a thing that trips us up, that we struggle with, and yet is the most valuable asset in our business and, quite honestly, in our life, right? So before we get started on today's topic, I just want to have another quick shout out to Comerica Bank. Comerica Bank has sponsored this series of videos financially, and thank you to them for all the work they do with women entrepreneurs and the work they do in the community. So, are you somebody who either has a business or maybe you're thinking about starting a business and you kind of get hung up on time? You worry you don't have enough time, or you're just not clear how to spend your time because there are so many things that compete and ask for your time. Things you think you should do, right? Well, if that's you, I've got 3 strategies that you can use right now in your business or as you're planning to start your business, where you can manage your time so that other things don't manage you. The first strategy is to schedule what's important. Schedule what's important. We all today carry around a calendar. Now, whether we use it or not, but this little piece of plastic, this thing I'm talking in right now, has a calendar built into it. And maybe that's not the one you want to use. Maybe you want a desktop calendar or a paper calendar. But no matter what, you need to be using a calendar. And there's a lot of free digital calendars. Google Calendar is my favorite. I use it for my business every single day. But you want to proactively use that calendar to schedule the things that are most important to you. What I find that happens with a lot of entrepreneurs is that the only things they schedule on their calendar are things that involve other people, meetings, conference calls, maybe sometimes deadlines. But the reality is, what doesn't get scheduled doesn't get done. So let's say you have a project, something that you want to get done that you know is to the betterment of your business. Maybe it's working on your next cupcake recipe so that you can sell it at the flea market that's coming up. Or making calls to your past clients so that they'll buy from you in the future. Put it on your calendar. So often we keep these running to-do lists, or we try to keep it in our head. Your head's too full. You've got too many things in your head. Put it on your calendar with a day and a time that you're going to do it. Because if it's not on your calendar, you won't just squeeze it in. I find this particularly important for people that might be in a work-at-home situation. Schedule your quitting time. Yes, you actually can close the door on your business and walk away and do other things with your family and friends. The advent of all of our digital technology makes it feel like we're on all the time. But if it's on your calendar and it bounces up that at 6 o'clock, I'm done. That's shutdown time. Then do it. So once you plan out your week and your month on your calendar, you can make sure that the big things get scheduled, and then it's up to you to make sure that you get them done. So use your calendar, schedule your work. The second thing, when you're looking at that schedule, this is what I want you to prioritize. Lead with the money. Now, what do I mean by lead with the money? What are the things that create your business, that create revenue for you, that serve customers and clients? In an earlier video, we talked about how to find your customers and clients and understand who they are and what their pain is. And one of the things we shared earlier is that a business is just a solution to somebody's problem, somebody's pain. So if you're not focusing first on the things that help your customers or clients, the things you get paid money for, you're spending time on a lot of other things that don't matter, that don't move your business forward, but more importantly, that don't help solve your customer and your client's problem. That's why you get paid, right? That's what the transaction of money is all about. So schedule first, follow the money. Things that have to do with contacting, following up, asking customers or clients for opportunities, for networking with them, for creating your next product to sell them. If the thing that you're looking to put on your calendar, if you can't track it directly to money, then it goes in a lower priority. I know, I hear you. People think, well, I have to work on my marketing, or I have to have materials to hand out people, or I've got to design my business card or my website. Well, let me tell you, folks, early in your business, those things are often just time wasters. They're often sometimes just our comfort zone that we feel if we play over here with this, we can avoid doing the hard stuff like picking up the phone, calling a client, like inviting them for coffee, or going over to their office and bringing them a sample of our work. Don't avoid the hard stuff, the stuff that feels like it's uncomfortable, because discomfort, that's where the growth is. So follow the money. Put the money generating, the revenue generating, the customer and client connecting activities on your calendar first. Some of you may have heard the old Stephen Covey phrase, put the big rocks in first, when we talk about managing time. And if you haven't heard that phrase, Dr. Covey, who passed a few years ago but wrote the famous time management book, First Things First, did a visual example where he had all these big rocks and a lot of medium-sized rocks and then little tiny pieces of gravel and a big beaker. And he asked someone from the audience, come and fill up the beaker. And the beaker represented your day, your time. And if you put things in randomly, you couldn't get everything in the beaker. But if you took the big rocks, like your client contact, or you look at it in the big picture, your health or your family, and you put those big rocks in that beaker of your time first, then all the stuff that's less important can fill in the gaps. And today we have so many different options of how to spend our time that sometimes we need some stuff just to stay out of the beaker, which leads to our third strategy. So the third strategy is to practice saying no. Does that surprise you? Often when we're starting a business or we're growing a business, we hear these messages to say yes to every opportunity and grab everything you can get. But the truth is that when we're clear on our business, when we're clear on our customer, There are more things in every day and every week and every month that we are going to need to say no to be able to have the time and the space and the mental bandwidth to be able to say yes to the things that follow the money, to the things that build our business, to the things that are right for us, our customers, and our clients. Now, some of these things that we have to learn to say no to are social media and marketing ideas that do not fit into our business, that would be nice to have, but that they're not must-haves. So often I'll hear someone feeling pressure to say, oh, I really should be on Twitter more, or I should be doing more Facebook Lives, or I should be mining my LinkedIn content more and publishing articles there. And I could publish articles in the local newspaper, and I could do workshops, and I could partner with these other people that do similar things. And that's all great and good. And you can't do it all. What's the one or two things that create connection and value for your clients or customers? Resist the siren call of you should, of everybody's doing it. Everybody's on Instagram. Why aren't you on Instagram? Come on. You know whether a social platform, a marketing opportunity, or an event that it takes you time and energy to go to. You know whether that is right for you, your clients, and your customers. If you're not sure, go back to the work that you did about why you started this business to begin with. What's the problem that you're looking to solve? What do you care about? What do you want to get out of the business that you're creating? Go back and watch our earlier video about figuring some of that work out. It makes it a whole lot easier to say no when you know what your yeses are. And it's okay to say no. We think we're going to miss an opportunity, that maybe our ideal customer is going to be at that event. You know what? That's okay. You are going to miss out on some things when you say no. Yeah, I know we all have FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Miss out. When you miss out, you stay focused on what's most important. When you miss out, you open up an opportunity for the next thing to come along. But when you're chasing every string, you're on every social media, you're killing yourself trying to do all things for all people. You're not being true to the core thing that's most important in your business right now. So, how about you? What's happening for you as you're trying to manage your time in your business? Tell us about it in the comments. And please, if this was of value to you, please like it, hit the little icons, share it with a friend. Tell us that you're out there. Tell us that this is useful, or ask your question about the business building blocks that we've been talking about here. And if you have secrets about how you're managing your time, share that too. You never know when something that you share is going to be of benefit to somebody else. So those 3 strategies to schedule what's important, lead with the money, and learn how to say no. Practice it. Do it over and over again, and you'll get more comfortable with it, which will result in giving you more time to do the most important things for you. I'm Darcy Eikenberg. I am so honored to be here with the Women's Foundation of Southwest Florida, and we'll see you next time on our Business Building Blocks broadcast. Bye for now.